Yeah, that's right, we're back with another video. And today I'm pretty excited because I'm going to be finding a storage solution for all my bits and bobs. Now my knee is recovering well, but it's still not quite there for recording brand new videos about learning tricks and coming a cropper. I had a lovely old time in Portugal, ate a few too many custard tarts if I'm honest, and my sort of arm was forced to get back on the ramp a bit earlier than I would have liked because that trip was in the diary and wasn't movable. But now I've got a bit more time to rehab the knee. I'm just being a bit more careful. There's a few exciting things coming up that I want my knee to be really good for. And number one, the local vert ramp is getting a new surface popped on it. We whipped all the old ply off of it the other day and the camaraderie was ace, spirits were high. And that is currently being resurfaced by a pro team. So once that is finished, I'm going to make a video about getting back on that vert ramp. I reckon it's going to be pretty fast and pretty grippy. Also, it's burning through outside. The weather's getting better and better. And that's going to mean more opportunities to get down the local bowl and learn more tricks. Now, I've been finding that when I've been going around recording the videos, all of my stuff has been either in the van pocket or in my skate bag. I've been losing bits, I can't find bits, and it makes the whole process of recording the videos that little bit more tricky. So my mate Joe Bennett put together a video on Joyrider TV about sticking all his bits and bobs in a box, and I was inspired by that video. If you haven't checked out Joyrider TV yet, then I'll put a link in the description below and you can check out Joe's video because it's going to be way more in depth than this video. The reason being that Joe has got way more bits and bobs to record his catamaran sailing videos than I need for my skate videos. Now there are a couple of things that I took inspiration from, and one of them was the power management solution that Joe came up with. And this is a power block, fairly standard recharging battery. It's got loads of different connectors coming out, and I've found this to be a bit of a game changer. Now I know the word game changer is overused, but the thing I really come up against when I'm recording the videos is powering all of the cameras and keeping them powered, and also data storage and not running out of space for all of the videos. So I think the idea of being able to recharge the GoPro in the case while I move from spot to spot is going to be really quite a game changer. So we'll pop that one to one side. That's got to go in the box. The box itself is a thing called a Roc Case, and I got this from Maplins online, and Maplins is a UK version of something like Radio Shack for our North American cousins. It's got this high wearing hex cover on it, aluminium edges, and also loads of foam inside, and the idea is to cut out the foam to fit all my bits and bobs. So let's run through all the bits and bobs I want to go in it. It's going to be the power module, the GoPro. Now I film all the videos with the GoPro 8 Black, and I find it's got a really nice look to it. It's got a bigger chip and a bigger lens than the iPhone that I use. The downside is that it doesn't really have a zoom feature, so I need to zoom this by placing it. So I usually stick it for close-ups, and those usually come out pretty nice. This is quite robust and I've knocked it around a fair bit. It's got loads of scratches on it, but just having it in the box so I know where it is going to be really good. I've also got a spare battery for that because, as I say, the GoPro chews the batteries. I usually film for about 90 minutes and I reckon this lasts about 30 minutes on a battery. So 2 batteries an hour plus a recharge. Oh, we're going to be getting there. I've also got a backup iPhone 11 that I use for cutaway shots, and this also works nicely when I'm recording the mic'd up video. So this is a little lapel microphone that I pop on there when I'm doing the mic'd up video, so that's going to go in there as well. That recharges on a USB-C, so that'll work with my battery. That's the iPhone 11, that's got to go in. Next up is the all-important tripod. Now this is the Ulanzi FT01, and I swear by this guy, it's such a good tripod. It's got loads of places to stick extra stuff on. All the clamps clamp really tight so that the phone doesn't move even when it's windy, and all the legs can go on and grip. It's also got a bit of a carbon fibre effect if you like that sort of thing. And yeah, the Ulanzi is the one. I've got another tripod that I use with the GoPro, which is not as good. And I think I'm going to save my pennies and go for the double Ulanzi. Oh my gosh. So that's got to go in as well. We've got the skate tool, and I'm always scrabbling around for a skate tool. There is one in my skate bag, which sits in the bottom with all the wax. So it's going to be nice to have a fresh one ready to go should I or other skaters need an adjustment. This is the lead for the power supply. This has got a USB-C. I have got another lead as well, so I can charge multiple things at the same time. And I thought if there was room, I might stick in the all-important gaffer tape. This is a Gorilla tape, and I'm always using this to gaffer my shoes, gaffer me shoelaces, bits of the board, basically whatever is hanging off. Also, if there's a tree nearby, I might need to gaffer this in it as an extra bit of elevation on the tripod. Crikey, enough of my yakking. I've got a knife and I'm going to lay all these bits and bobs out, and I'm going to start cutting, get them all put in. I'll see you on the other side. Well, that's it, all finished. Everything went in a treat. I popped in the GoPro and it's tickling me pink that it's already getting its first charge from the battery pack. Skate tool popped in there, just made a hole for that. And I've also got the GoPro case thing which comes off, and I'm always losing this, and it's quite key to the GoPro, especially when using it in water. So I've made a little nook for that there. Extra GoPro battery. I popped in the tape alongside the two tripods, that fitted in there, and it sort of helps pad it out and hold it in place. And for the iPhone and the lav mic, I just cut bits into the side of the phone and they just all hold in there. And when I pop the top down, it feels pretty secure. When I pull it up, I can't hear anything rattling about. So I think that's job's a good one. How could I improve this? Now, I think a sharper knife would make a slightly crisper cut. And I think I probably will revisit the padding inside here. It's totally adequate for what I need. And I will just work with this for a few weeks and see if anything can be improved. In Joe's video, he used some slightly more pro stuff, which looks easier to cut and get a pro finish with. I've also seen the foam where it's already pre-cut into squares, and you just pull out the amount of squares you need for the various bits to go into. There's adequate space for some stickers on the outside. And I do like a sticker, so I'm going to select a few to pop on there, decorate this up, give it a personal touch. I'm also going to use a Sharpie to write on some of my particulars, so this has a better chance of finding its way back to me when I inevitably leave it at the skate park. Anyway, enough of my yakking. If you're new to this channel, feel free to hit subscribe. I make new videos every week. You can also follow me on Instagram at John Bishop Skate. As ever, my name's been John Bishop, and I'll see you next time.